pretty important to learn how to read your dog, and there's a lot of people that say a lot of things about how you should read your dog. And there are no hard and fast rules on learning how to read your dog. Your dog has their own particular body language to their own specific degree, and it all depends on how you're looking at your dog. I hear some people turn around and say, well, you've got to look from the tail through to the back end, through to the core, to the front end, through to the head, through to the ears, through to the muzzle, through to the whiskers. There's too many rules. You really need to be able to put it down into succinct pictures, because if you're going from tail to nose, or vice versa, if you learn the rules from one direction, how do you apply those if you're walking behind your dog? If you're walking behind your dog and you're going from tail to nose, you can only see the tail, the back end, and you'll get some of the middle and hardly any of the front. On a Spitz like mine, it's pretty easy, man. Look at those ears. I've got some food in my hand now, and you can see how her mouth is starting to change, her eyes are starting to change. I'm just kind of waving the cheerio in a hypnotic fashion, you are a chicken, across the camera, because what do you see with the ears? They're orientating forward, right? What do you see with the mouth? Her whole face has suddenly changed. What happens if we get the whole bowl of Cheerios? See her dribble? See her lips change, her face changes, she's trying to get an eye for things. Her movements are becoming more rapid. Okay, notice also she's not necessarily following as much with her head as much as she is with her eyes. So now what if we were to flip that around? I've done some videos before on reading your dog from behind, because I teach Coda when we're going for a bushwalk. Wrong codes, Matt. Wrong, Matt. Good girl. Did you see that attention? Oh, you didn't see that attention because of the mouth off the camera. Good girl. Down. Good. So, what is the point of reading your dog from front to back or back to front if that's not how you see your dog when they're going to be in a compromised situation? I spend some time working on my dog from the back forwards, because I'm teaching her a certain degree of range when we're going for a bushwalk. And if we're walking single file on a track, I want her ahead of me because I can see her. If she's behind me, I can't see her. If there's an injury that she's going to pick up because she's walking funny, you know, she's trotting on something, or if she's showing interest in something that's in the bush, it's her right to be interested. It's my responsibility to control and make sure that she doesn't chase after things. You know, so I have to read in that particular situation, what is the tail doing? How high is she walking? How low is that head carriage? And where are her ears pointing? Apart from that, I don't need any other hard and fast rules. If she's really rigid and she's really slowed down and she's becoming very purposeful in her steps, her ears are pointing forward and her tail is way up, that's more than plenty of information for me to go, she's interested in going after something. If however, she's starting to prance around a little bit and she's kind of all over the shop, then I need to have a bit of a deeper look and see, well, you know, her tail is way down low. Okay, so she needs to get out of there because there's something in the environment that she's responding to. And that's cool, but I need to understand how to read that. And I think some people forget those applications to these rules. It's okay to have lots of theory, but you need to have some practice to back it up. And if you have a look at some of the videos that I've got where I am using her ahead of me, and sometimes I've got her on a long lead, sometimes I've just got her forging ahead, and that's fine because I've learned how to read what she displays in her response to her environment. And with her, you can see things on camera that you can't necessarily see with one of those loppy-eared breeds, because her ears are a little bit more definitive from the back than with a long-eared breed. So, but what I can do is if you've got, you can see, if you've got a little Spitz, you can see how ears automatically rotate to that wrong. Matt. Matt, good girl. Down. Good girl. We just had a car pull up at the front. So I'll wrap it up real quick. Good girl. Her ears are going to turn to that which is appetitive or aversive in her environment, that which she's attracted to or repelled from. Her ears are going to go towards it to figure out the immediacy of that particular event. Good girl. As well as the intensity of that event. All right. Closed mouth doesn't always mean negative stress. Like now, she's excited, she's stoked, someone's home. All right, guys, just a little quick one-off. I'll see you in the next video.